Okay, hello, and welcome everyone to the Chatting with Friends podcast, a show where I, Nassie, sit with my very interesting buddies and we all get to know them better. On today's episode, we're talking to a person who I'm honestly not very well acquainted with at all, which means that we have a lot of ground cover. He's a host of the long running MCP podcast known as Crit Hit Wild. He is also the creator of an app that is widely used by the Marvel Crisis Protocol community called Cerebro. We're going to get into exactly what that is a little bit later on, but first we're going to get to know Brad a bit. So, Brad, thanks for coming on the podcast. And how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
All right, great. I'm so excited because I know so little. I talked about this a little bit on the Carl episode, but basically the things that people can do with computers, making apps, coding different things, it's witchcraft to me. And similar to the olden days, it frightens and confuses. So I'm excited to know exactly what you do and how you do it.
Well, I'm excited to share it.
Okay, good. All right. So before we start all of these interviews, we do a little icebreaker question first. So this week's icebreaker question is: what is the best meal that you've had this week?
This week, well, twice this week, my wife has cooked hamburgers, and they've been really good. So I think for this week, that's what it was. The hamburgers my wife made.
Well, what are we talking on these hamburgers? Just your classic bun, meat, cheese?
I prefer no cheese on my hamburgers.
Okay.
So lettuce, tomato, bacon is what I had on mine. Now, if I could convince her to saute some onions and mushrooms, it would just be burger, sauteed onions and mushrooms. But I haven't managed to convince her yet.
Yeah, and it's honestly hard. It's hard to get those kind of deals across the line when you're doing nothing to help in the situation.
Right. Yeah, that's why it's fine. If she don't want to do that work, I'll take what she gives me.
Okay, and then what kind of bun is it? Is it the sesame seed one or one of those fancy ones with like the little crease down the middle?
It's a little fancier than
Ooh.
like the cheapest ones, but nothing major. Like no sesame seeds, no flair. It's just a little bit better quality.
Well, I tell you, I mean, nothing beats a good burger. Bacon
Oh yeah.
and just a patty. There are several things that'll ruin a burger though. Like some restaurants, they'll make it and the burger is like 8 inches tall. You know what I'm talking about?
And you can't eat it.
You can't even eat it. Yeah. You got a fucking knife and fork, or you take off the top half of it or whatever, and eat it like some open faced monster. So,
Or too much sauce. That'll also ruin a burger.
ooh, what kind of sauce do you have on your burger?
I didn't have any.
None.
This was none. Yeah. But like a little bit of burger sauce or an A1 or something. Barbecue sauce. I'll take it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
I love a barbecue sauce. I'll never say no to some classic ketchup and mayonnaise and mustard too.
I'll do the mayonnaise. I don't like ketchup or mustard.
You don't like ketchup or mustard? Okay, what are we having with these burgers?
Fries. Seasoned fries.
And no ketchup with the fries?
No.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
I don't like ketchup. You want to hear a funny story? Because it's mustard's fault that I don't like ketchup.
Well, this is this sounds like a crime. Well, okay, what happened?
Okay. So when I was a kid, I didn't eat mustard or ketchup. And then one day I tried ketchup again. And I ate ketchup for a while. And then, as kids do, they can make very little themselves. So I would make these sandwiches with white bread, bologna, and ketchup. That's the whole sandwich.
Yeah, great.
That sounds disgusting now. But because I had tried ketchup and decided that I liked it, one day I was like, I'm going to give mustard a try.
Right.
So
Two peas in a pod.
I made bologna, ketchup, mustard, white bread sandwich. I
Okay.
took one bite. I haven't ate ketchup or mustard since.
Wow. Wow.
Mustard ruined ketchup for me because I hate it that much.
I mean, but it wasn't ketchup's fault. Oh
No,
no.
nope. It was mustard's fault, but I can't do it.
Guilty by association. How horrible
Yep.
was that? Was that mustard experience? Did you like gag and have to throw it
Oh
away?
yeah, I don't think I threw up, but
Okay.
I got close.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It was dramatic.
Every time I've experienced mustard, I've had that reaction. I absolutely hate it.
Wow. So we're going into the world just dry now.
Mayo, barbecue sauce,
Okay. All right. I
a bunch of stuff. Although not mustard-based barbecue sauce. That is the devil.
Obviously. Well, isn't barbecue sauce like ketchup based?
Some are, and that's fine. It's got enough other stuff in there.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It for sure. You can be fooled out of ketchup land for barbecue sauce, but if it is mustard based, you definitely do taste them. Oh, what about it's not as common, but it's like vinegar based barbecue.
I will eat a vinegar-based barbecue, but I prefer like a sweet or spicy barbecue.
Okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough. Gee whiz. Okay, that turned out to be a lot more to digest than just burger. But I mean, burger I think is one of the best answers so far, and it's fun because it is a departure from a fried food, which is like obviously fried food hard to beat, but burger that's gonna be up there. Eventually, I'm gonna rank all these favorite foods, and that's gonna be a fun time. But burger's hard to beat. Burger, bacon, bun, yum. No sauce though. Whew, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt the standings for sure. Okay, all right. So let's get to know a singular Brad a little bit. So we'll get to the gaming stuff in a little bit. But first, we need to know more about you. So Brad, where are you from? What's the background? You're comfortable sharing on the internet? Siblings? What's your social security number? Your mother's maiden name? Your
I don't think we're gonna get that.
all right. If you say so.
So I've lived in West Virginia my entire life.
Oh, cool.
I'm originally from Parkersburg, which is right on the Ohio border, and now live in Charleston area
Of Virginia.
of West Virginia.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, West Virginia. And I do have, I was gonna say I do have a sister, but I actually have two siblings. I have a younger sister, and I have an older half brother that I've met once.
Oh, cool.
Not seen him any other time. Met him once.
You
So
know-
I forget about him.
It'd be like that sometimes. It's like it's because like these crazy boomer parents of ours, like you can't keep track of what they're doing nowadays. They're out there living their life, and we're happy for them.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. I went to school for math and computer information technology, which is more the networking side of computers. And
That's where the witchcraft happens. Listen, the PSA for all you people out there, especially people with children, math is the gateway drug, and then the children find out about computers, and then you've lost them, and then
it actually happened the other way for me.
oh no kidding.
I went to computers first, realized that is not a job I actually wanted, and then went to math and education, and now I'm a math teacher.
Oh, that's cool. For what age of student are you a math teacher?
High schoolers.
Oh,
So,
wow, you have so much
think-
patience. That's what that says to me.
15 to 18-year-olds. Maybe some of them are 14.
What? That's crazy. What? Oh, what? How old are you when you start high school? 13?
14, 15.
14, 15. Okay, got it. Well, sick. What math do you teach specifically, or is it just like beginner math?
I teach a statistics class. I
Mm.
teach pre-calc trig,
Oh,
and I
cool.
teach AP calculus, and then I also teach a programming class. Strangely enough, that I kind of fell backwards into that.
It was like, I imagine there's a meeting at school. The person who taught programming before is no longer there, and your boss was like, "Hey, you do something with computers, right?" Is that how that happened?
A little bit. We've never actually had a programming class at that school before,
Mm,
and
interesting.
they were looking for someone to start it. I said, "Well, I'm self-taught. I could probably teach it," and we get
All right.
that's how I get the job.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, well that's fun. And trig obviously is fun. Man, I remember I took AP calculus in high school as well, and I remember our class uh we like hardcore grinded on all the subjects we needed to do in order to do that in order to do well on the AP exam.
Hmm.
And then once we were done, once we took the exam for the last like I don't even know like month or so of school, everybody just brought their Nintendo DSs to class every single day, and we just played Mario Kart
We
all the
we
time.
would not do anything after the test, but uh, they take the test on a Monday, and the seniors' last day is that Friday every year.
Oh,
So we only have a couple days, and we don't do anything, but they also don't show up
oh, nice.
because,
Hell yeah.
yeah, they're
Well,
about to graduate. They don't care.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool that you don't make them show up. That's like that's sick.
Well, it's I still count them absent. I can't, I like legally have to do that, but
Oh,
like, who cares? They're
okay.
done with the test. Who cares?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's sick. Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, actually, West Virginia. Uh, I know basically nothing about it other than it is to the west of Virginia.
Uh huh.
Is it at all weird growing up, knowing that you have a cousin that's just Virginia next to you?
Honestly, we don't think about it very much.
Hmm.
There was a rough uh departure during the Civil War, and we don't think about them very much.
Oh, really? If you had to give
Yeah.
like the cliff notes of that, what's the cliff notes of rough
Uh,
departure?
okay, so during the Civil War, Virginia seceded from the Union, the United States, and joined the Confederacy. Well, people in West Virginia didn't like that.
Oh, sick.
So they formed a new Virginia government, and as the official Virginia government, they ceded what is now West Virginia back to the Union to become its own state, which was then ratified by Congress, and that's how West Virginia became its own state.
Hell yeah. So West Virginia is the good guys.
Yes, according to history, West Virginia is the good guys.
What are the other sources we're listening to here?
Well, the winners write the history books.
Oh,
So
I see, I see. So Virginians probably have some different opinions.
it may be some of them, the ones that are looking back that far. That was in 1863. I
Mm.
hope I don't have that year wrong. Uh,
Okay.
1865. No, it wasn't 65. It was 63. I'm pretty sure. Anyway,
Close
that was a
enough.
long time ago.
Right,
That's
right, right.
over 100 years ago. We don't think about that.
Who cares? Yeah, 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 yeah. I super agree. The moments like that you just had, I love just brushing straight past them because it like almost never does any good to actually get the point. You know what I mean? It's like, when somebody's like trying to think of a movie or whatever, I just go, that's probably Shrek 2, and then we just keep on brushing past because it never makes things any substantially better to like actually know that people were thinking about, the Matrix or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Sick. So West Virginia, um,
Uh-huh.
siblings, parents, no known social security number. Got it. So let's talk about the gaming background now. So obviously we both play Marvel Crisis Protocol. But
Uh-huh.
what I would like to know is that where you started, or were there other games before that were like the
Uh,
gateway?
so it all started with comics. So when I moved to the Charleston area, I went looking for a shop to buy comics because I was finally like in a place where I had disposable income.
Hell yeah.
So I could buy comics. And I was super excited. So I went to all the comic stores, and the one that was like super nice to me when I walked in was also a game store. And so when I'd go buy my comics, people would be playing. Specifically, I saw Malifaux. And I don't know if you're familiar with Malifaux, but I got into Malifaux back when it was a new game.
I know that Malifaux has a baby with a knife.
Yes.
That's
Uh-huh.
and they have some like mechanical pigs or something like that, and and I,
They have all sorts of pigs.
yeah,
So I got into that because like the models were cool,
yeah.
and I'd never played a miniatures game. I played that for a little bit, and then met some people who got me into War Machine and Hordes.
Mm-hmm.
I played that for a while, and we had in the Appalachian area, which West Virginia is a part of,
Mm-hmm.
we had a tournament series where you go and you try to qualify for these finals that actually me and my friends ran. But we did that for a while. And then the third edition of that came out, and people lost interest.
Mm.
And I was already getting into, and had been for several months, Guild Ball.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
followed it since the Kickstarter and bought stuff as soon as it hit retail. I bought Butchers, and I played Guild Ball from then until Steamforge shut it down right at the beginning of the pandemic. And I played that until the company ended the game.
Okay. And the
Ye-
pandemic is about when MCP started, right? 2019 or
Yeah,
some such.
2019, the fall of 2019. So the previous spring, no, it was summer. That it was at Gen Con. They
Mm.
had announced it, and um, I as soon as I heard about it, I'm like, that's the game. Like that is it, because I love Marvel comics, especially the X-Men, and I was very disappointed they did not announce the X-Men at Gen Con. But I followed the game for several months until it came out. Bought the starter. I actually bought everything came out for MCP until the Inhumans came out.
Oh, what a shame.
I, as a big X-Men fan, I cannot forgive the Inhumans. Their attempted genocide of the mutants.
You know
So
what? That's fair.
that stopped me from buying everything, but I still bought a lot. But ever since X-Men and Brotherhood came out, competitively, I've only played mutant teams.
When you started buying comics, was it X-Men comics that you were getting into, or were
Oh,
there?
absolutely,
Okay,
yep.
okay, okay. Okay.
So I did. I started reading comics, and when I got into it, I got into it a little bit before I moved down here. I started reading like on their app and getting stuff from the library and stuff,
Mm.
but I hadn't caught up. So I and by and okay, by caught up I mean I started with X-Men #1 from 1962,
Oh
and
my
I've
god.
read every single X-Men comic to ever come out.
Wow, have you really since then?
I
Since like
have,
from
yeah,
now?
every
Wow.
single one, every X-Men comic, New Mutants, X-Force, X Factor, the solo books, every single spin-off.
I gotta,
Every book.
I gotta tell you, I'm impressed. That is an
I
F
am.
load of comics.
We're recording on a Wednesday. I have read every comic except the ones that came out today, which I'm going to do after the podcast.
Okay, that's great. Oh man. Okay, so first, what's your favorite X-Men? This is an
My
important.
favorite character,
Yes.
man, Multiple Man.
Oh, sick. What a great answer. That's such a great. And then why? Why is he you're the best?
Uh, uh, so I just like the power in general,
Right?
and I tend to like those characters. Like if you've seen Invincible, Triplicate,
Mm-hmm.
um, is cool. I like
Yeah.
her too. But the thing they've done where he's not any stronger, he's not anything,
Nope.
and
Yeah,
he
right.
sends out his duplicates to learn things and reabsorb them to get that knowledge to then use that. It didn't hurt that they also made him a detective, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the things they've done with him, like they limited him, then did cool stuff with it. On top of the powers just being cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also think that is there's that old adage that like, oh man, I wish I could just split myself in two so I could be at two places at one
Right.
time or
Yeah.
whatever. And the people who have that fantasy like dear to their heart. What a what a dream come true multiple man is. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I mean, Multiple Man is a great answer. He's such a cool character. I'm so excited for him to come out. I think
Oh yeah, me too.
quarter two, quarter
Probably gonna
three,
be in,
some of that.
I hope two. I hope one, but probably two.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah,
if it
yeah.
was one, we would know by now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
He's
think.
probably going to be in every one of my lists from now on, and I'm really hoping I like his leadership because then that's easy. I just play X Factor with him as my leader.
He's gonna be a leader. I did not know that.
Yes, him and Havoc are both going to have X Factor leaderships.
Oh, sick, dude. I'm pumped for Havoc. That's gonna be awesome.
Havoc's cool. I like his older brother better.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm glad that in X-Men '97 we got like a real good representation of Scott
Yes.
Summers as opposed to like
Oh yeah.
just the heel, the dweeb
Yeah.
that Wolverine gets compared to or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
done him dirty in media in the
Oh
past.
yeah, yeah. Dude, Jason Marsden is coming back. Did you see that
I
trailer?
saw the trailer. That's the only thing I'm excited for in that movie because I'm real worried it's going to be bad.
I got chills. Oh man, I know it's the safe thing to do is to be cautiously optimistic. Like, oh, I'm excited for this one teensy bit. Brother, I'm so pumped for the X-Men to be in Doom
Yeah.
in Marvel movies. My expectations are so high. I can't even
You know what? They put him in the suit. I'm excited for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just the fact that they're gonna be in the suits that I know and love. I mean, I'm crossing my fingers that I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm crossing my fingers that Halle Berry is back as Storm.
That'd be good.
That would be good. That'd be perfect for me. Okay, so what about your favorite X-Men storyline?
Uh, so I'm gonna just pick three, and they're gonna be so broad.
Okay.
Claremont in the '80s, late '70s into the '80s. Grant Morrison's New X-Men, and then the whole Krakoa era. Those are the absolute highlights. If people don't read anything else, they should read Claremont, Morrison, Krakoa.
Claremont is the entire Phoenix saga. Is that that's correct?
Yeah,
Right?
and that's at the beginning
Yeah.
of his writing.
Yeah. So I think that's like widely regarded as
Oh yeah,
the one of the best.
He wrote X-Men and some of the spin-offs for 17 years. So that everything people know and love about the X-Men, his fault. He did it.
I so I think that's probably my favorite. I would put Krakoa in last for me, just because it gets pretty grimdark at certain points, and they fucking my boy Beast. Like they made that
He's
man into
back.
it. I've heard he's back. I haven't read those comics yet. I've heard he's back, and he took a 180, but he did some war crimes, brother. he
Oh,
did
absolutely.
he did the bad stuff.
They brought in a clone that just left the Avengers. So if you know him from the cartoon, that's who he is now.
Oh, okay. Did he not make
Yeah.
it? What happened to original War Crimes Beast?
He got blown up, and a spoiler for very new comics, he is leading the bad guy team right now.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah. They just revealed that a couple weeks ago. So,
Ooh, spoilers. Okay. All right. Well, we don't want to get too further into that because some people
No.
love that shit. Okay, all right. So let's get into Cerebro.
Okay.
Can you briefly just explain what Cerebro is, for our audience, just in case they don't know?
Yeah, Cerebro, which can be found at cerebromcp.com, or if you search Cerebro MCP on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, is an app that I created. It has a couple different features. It has a card browser that has all of the characters, tactics, crisis cards, and infinity gems that you can browse through with searching. So you can search by affiliation, by what packet came in. There's even a tag system to find stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That you can access anytime. Um, if you create an account, and the reason for the account is so that you have access to all of your stuff on any device. So you can work on your computer and then get on your phone, and your lists are already there. But you can create lists. You can even track games on there.
Mm.
I would not recommend that. It's hard to keep track of a game on a device, in my personal opinion. But it's there for people who want it.
What do you mean? Keep track of a game like you just note down the crisis and the scores?
No, you can do that if you want and put in your team and whatnot, or you can literally run your entire part of the game off of a device
What?
and keep track of your health, your power, all that stuff
That's pretty nuts.
inside the app.
That's a lot.
I've, uh, the main use I've seen people do this is if they don't have the character, they'll bring up this and keep track of that one character on their phone.
Yes, I see.
And that works really well. It does work. I'm not saying that you can't use this play system and you shouldn't use it. I personally think the cards and the physical tokens are much easier to manage.
Right. But in a pinch, like
Yeah.
like
Oh,
like say
absolutely.
you know what? I have seen people do this before where it's like the store, their shipment got delayed or something like that, and they just put their
Uh-huh.
phone on the table with a picture of the card on it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's great.
This you can do everything. All of it. And I know people do use this feature because every once in a while, characters' HP will be updated, and I'll forget to update it in the app, and I'll get an email saying, "Hey, this person's HP is wrong." I'm like, I can fix that in 30 seconds. Give me a second. There's also a collection tracker, and one of the options in the app is you can turn on to only show you stuff you own.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's great.
And then there's a resources section. The big thing there is it tells you what the conditions do. That's what I look up the most. But it
Yeah.
also has the timing charts and a link to their website where the rule book is.
The forum.
And
That's great.
finally, I have a dice calculator.
Oh my gosh.
It'll tell you damage, how likely it is to get at least this much damage through, and how likely it is to do I think currently every trigger in the game is in. If I'm missing one and you're listening, tell me what it is and I'll add it.
Do you have that actually, I know that you have the Echo's Death Dancer in there because I have a friend who just he loves himself some dice math. He can't get enough of it. I publicly I have uh uh condemned the practice. I think knowing statistics inside of a game, it gets in the way, but I can't deny how much fun people have just like knowing these things or doing the calculations. And I've seen the charts that Cerebro makes because he will we'll be talking about a character and he'll be like, okay, this is objectively how good this XYZ thing is. And I'd be like, and I would say something maybe to the contrary, and he'd go, no. Here, I'm right, and here's why. And he shows me several different graph charts. And I was like, all right, well, you got me.
The funny thing is, like, even though I'm like a computer person and a math person, I play games intuitively, and I don't ever run the numbers. I just don't.
Yeah, it's just like I think it comes up to it. You get because it sets a too hard of an expectation, in my opinion. Say you have a dice roll you're going to throw out. The math says this has an 83% chance to work out in your favor. Um, if it doesn't work out in your favor, that's 17% of sadness that you're really taking to the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, going off of vibes, I think is the correct. You're like, if you dig deep enough, I am doing math, but it's more that intuitive stuff. It's like, okay,
Right. Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
this many
You've
dice, there's
seen.
this many rerolls. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've seen that play out enough that you've got a feel for what you should expect.
Right.
And that I think that is way better than a number.
Yeah.
I
And
know I know X23 is going to kill some people.
right,
I don't have to like run the numbers on that.
right, right. And if say Prowler does roll 8 successes on his 4 dice attack, things happen sometimes.
Yeah. That is fine.
Things happen sometimes, and and
Even
and
if you're on
and
the
my noir,
receiving end of that, you just got to roll with it and go.
my noir, just in that situation was not meant to live. That happens.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so Cerebro is a very great resource for a person who's making lists and keeping track of their stuff, or just like browsing around for different characters. So what made you want to make this app? Because to my knowledge, Cerebro's certainly not the first app that was made in this vein. And it's not even the only app of this nature out currently. You certainly outlived quite a few of them, though. So what made you feel I could do an app better than what's out there right now, and what makes you continue to support and update these MCT codes? MTC?
MCT.
MCT.
Yeah, the codes came around as part of the story of why I made the app.
Oh,
Get to
okay.
that in a minute.
Okay.
But the codes, if we're speaking about them, that is something I use. If you use Jarvis Protocol, they're on there.
Mm-hmm.
They are importable to Longshanks to put your list in, and I highly recommend you do that because it actually helps keep track of stats of what's being played.
Mm-hmm.
And then the TTS mod will take them as well for your list. But why I made the app?
Wait. But before we move on, what does MCT stand for? It's an acronym.
It is. So the M stands for Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Okay, got it.
C stands for card. T stands for transfer. So it's an MCP card transfer code.
Okay.
So you can transfer between apps.
And
it was actually the idea of the guy who made the Assemble app.
which is one of those ones that I was talking about before that
Yeah,
was
that
around and
the
no.
grand. I think it was the granddaddy of them all. I think it was the first one.
Ooh, okay, got it.
And I should have looked up his handle before I got on here, but he made an app. I thought it was a good app.
Mm-hmm.
The thing holding it back, I thought, was that you could not get it in the app stores.
Oh,
And you couldn't it didn't live online like a website either. So you had to, if it was an Android, you could just download it, install it, no problem. If you had an Apple device, like I did,
mm.
it was hard to get on your device if you could do it at all, and I could never get it to work.
Oh, interesting.
So that's why I made an app.
Is it
Couldn't get his app to work, and I was like, I will make an app for myself.
is it difficult to get it put onto the app stores? Is that a hard process?
Uh, it's a little hard. Um, the big thing with Apple is you have to pay $99 a year to be on the apps. The Android in the Play Store is a little bit better. It's $100 once,
Oh,
and
once
then you
ever.
have it for life. Yeah, once ever.
That's great. Wow, wonderful.
That's a lot better. So, um, and then you have to get your app approved. I did have to. Basically, I had to be careful about what screenshots I put on the App Store to get it approved. So I
Ah,
couldn't have pictures of the cards themselves because I don't own those.
right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I had to be careful about that to get it approved. So I had to submit a couple times to get it approved.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So there's some sort of correspondence between you and the people at Apple where they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, this you need to change this and
you
this."
submit it, review, and then that it's built in the system. Like I don't talk to anybody, but it says like these rules have been violated. You need to fix it.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah.
And is this a thing that you have to that they like reassess every year when you spend that $99, or is it just a one time? Got to get through the gate.
Every time I do an app update, somebody looks at it.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
because of that initial thing, they're really just looking at what has changed. And so I haven't changed the screenshots, even though the app has changed a little bit.
Hmm.
And so that, because I know those got approved. So
Right.
I just keep going. And then I, like, if I suddenly added monetization to the app, it would get, like, reviewed a lot closer.
I see. I see. I see.
Like a big change like that would trigger a closer look. But because it's just been adding small features and stuff like that, it's gone through every time, no problem after the initial.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And so you had that thought, I can do it. I can make an
Yes.
app that I can use, which is a
Yeah.
very relatable. That's basically why I made this podcast because I
Uh-huh.
was like, I want to make a podcast that I want to listen to. Um
Yeah.
so yeah, super relatable. Okay, so you had that thought, and then what was it like creating it? And then what is it like, you know, keeping up with it nowadays?
So when I decided I was gonna make an app for myself, I thought I might as well put it somewhere that other people can use it.
Mm.
And so I created a website. That was the first thing it started with is cerebromcp.com.
Mm.
And I wanted to make it so that I could save it to my phone and it would act like an app. So I learned that those are called web apps, or there's another name for them uh, that's escaped me right now, but that's fine.
Mhm.
And so I made it like that, and that's how it lived for a while. And then people really wanted it on the App Store. So I started Patreon to raise funds to pay that $99. It also helps with the website um, hosting,
Yeah,
paying for that.
because there's like a fee attached to just having a website, right? It's like
Yeah, there's
$10 or
several
something.
fees. I have to pay for them to store the website. I have to pay for the domain name, cerebromcp.com, and I have to pay for security certificates so that everything's encrypted from device to server, so passwords aren't stolen, that sort of thing.
Oh, oh my. Okay,
Yeah,
well, that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
So is that quite expensive? Or is it just kind of an
It
inconvenience?
it has gotten more expensive as we've gotten more users because I've had to
Oh,
upgrade services. But it's the Patreon's covering everything. It's I have lost money on it, especially early on, but it's in a steady space right now.
okay, that's great.
But I started researching how to make a web app, and because I had never done that before, I've coded before, but I'd never made anything like this. And I found there's several different choices, and I settled on this thing called Ionic, and I used it has a couple. That's the front end that makes the look.
Ionic is the interface or the
Yeah, the GUI part,
GUI.
the
Yeah.
part you see and interact with.
Okay, right, great.
Uh, and then it has several different backends. And I had done some JavaScript before, and one of them was using TypeScript, which is a type of JavaScript, through a thing called Angular. So that's what the backend is built on.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, you lost me a little there, but it's only because I'm ignorant of
Right.
your specific
It's
wizardry.
the Yeah, the coding language on the back end that does all the logic is just that particular coding language. It's something I've used similar to before, so that seemed easy. And the front end, the Ionic, is similar to HTML, the stuff that builds websites.
Okay. Oh,
So,
okay, 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 okay. Ionic is the buttons on the screen, and then
uh-huh.
the first
What
program that you
happens when
said,
you push the button?
yes, is Java,
That's the Yeah, JavaScript.
JavaScript,
Yes.
which is different than Java.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
I take your word for it.
Yep. I know how to do both. I know learning once you've learned your first programming language, you can pick up the other ones very easily, unlike real languages.
I take your word for it.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's what it's built on. Now, when I made Point Break, my Shatterpoint app, I I had seen some flaws in the stuff Cerebro is made on, and so I went out and I found yet a different way to make it. So just if people are curious and looking into this, um, the front end of it is Flutter, and the back end is Dart, and Dart is the programming language made by Google.
Oh, okay, got it.
So that one's a completely different framework, completely different language.
What are the pros and cons between them? Is it just you've learned? So what I'm hearing is that you made Cerebro first, and you learned
I
a lot of
did.
lessons,
Yep.
and so what were the improvements that were put
So
into this? What's the Shatterpoint one called?
Point Break.
Point Break. Point Break. So what are the improvements that are in the Point Break that are not in Cerebro?
They both have pros and cons. So like with Cerebro, it was way easier to design the interface that people see,
Okay. Okay.
but it was not as good at some of the back end stuff, especially if people have used Cerebro for a while. They might notice that if they have a list up and they close the app for a little while, for a long while, and then bring the app back up, the list is blank, and the screen looks a little funny, and you have to completely close out of the app and reopen it to get it fixed. Uh,
Oh, is that and that is a not fixable issue just because of the infrastructure of
I
what it's made out of?
I yeah, I don't know how to fix it. I'm still learning stuff.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like that's something I could fix.
Okay.
But the way the underlying code in Point Break that I use handles the same thing, it will re-grab that data and pull it back up, even though the app's been idle for a long time.
Interesting.
So
Uh,
that I like is that I don't have to solve that problem. They solved it for me.
oh, okay, got it. So you have to make some sort of Rube Goldberg machine in order to fix that.
Yeah,
Okay, got it,
yeah.
got it. It's
And
it's not
Point
like
Break doesn't have that problem.
it's not a issue of like scale or something like that. It's just an issue of there is a tool and Point Break has that tool. Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah, it's built in that it will re-query that information, and the stuff Cerebro is built on doesn't.
Okay.
And it's not that big of a deal because you just close the app, you reopen it, you reopen that list, it's right there. Like
Okay,
it
got
doesn't
it.
permanently lose that information. It just has lost it from memory and doesn't know how to get it again.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, got it. How quickly after you made Cerebro did you then go on to make Point Break?
Shatterpoint came out not, I mean, it's been like 2 years now, but MCP had been going for a while and the app had been up for a couple years. Like the first year of Cerebro, I think it only lived on the internet. And I know I was on the App Store before I made Point Break because it was immediately on the App Store.
Right. Okay, got it. Yeah.
So it had been a while.
Do you have a year of when Cerebro for how long Cerebro has been around?
Um, maybe. I can look that up while we talk about something else.
Yeah. That's all right. It's Shrek 2 is the answer, and we just keep on going. Okay, I mean that's cool as hell. Okay, so how so what does it look like? Like what's the man hours involved in keeping these two web apps going? Like is it like a daily thing? You have to be in there making sure that everything's working right?
It is not daily anymore.
Oh, that's great.
When I was making it, it was long hours, and shortly after it came out, when I kept adding features very quickly, like it didn't launch with the play section. I created that after. That was a lot of work and man hours, but now it's not too bad. So every once in a while, I have to add a feature, or there's a feature I want to add. And so I'll be working on that for probably a couple days. What did they just do? Oh, I had to do an update because they added a new faction, and inside the app, you can turn on a thing where it shows the affiliations, a little icon. And I had to add the icon to the app. So that didn't take very long. That took, well, the Android update took a while because Android changed their requirements. Actually adding the thing took 30 minutes, maybe an hour.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's pretty. It's the. I mean, so it sounds like kind of what most projects are. I think that you endeavor into. It's when you're first getting into it, you're spending a lot of time learning, fucking up, fixing what you fucked up, and then. But nowadays, you're at a pretty comfortable. What is something that would have to change that would cause you to have to, do some heavy duty man hour like revamps? Like, do you expect it for example, I think we talked about we were talking about like Echo's ability and her dice math that allows her to add shields with crits and whatever. What's that? Is that difficult? Is that a full day's worth?
If everything goes smoothly, that's a couple hours work. if it doesn't work the first time, that could be days of work trying to figure out what went wrong. So when I wrote the dice calculator app, I wrote it in a different like language to like figure out the logic, make sure it worked, because I could do it little bits at a time and just print stuff to the screen. And then when I wanted to add it actually to Cerebro, because it does everything in the background and then post stuff on the like interface at the end, I couldn't see what's going on during the calculations. I had to write the whole thing in one go, press the button and hope it worked. You know what? It didn't. It did not work. I spent days trying to figure out what was wrong because I had to trace the code by hand.
That's a pretty scary margin to work with. It's like either I've done it and it took a couple hours, or I haven't done it and it's now going to take me several times more.
Yeah.
So the Echo one specifically, you wait. You wrote the calculator in a different language than JavaScript?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is probably just another ignorant, non-coding question.
I wrote it in Python, piece by piece, so I could like print to a console and see what was going on as I added the pieces. The logic. So that was just, can I make this work logically?
Okay.
And then I went to the JavaScript and wrote it in the app. And I did that just because I thought it would be easier to write it in Python to begin with.
Okay.
And that's really it. I just thought it would be easier to do it that way.
And it turns out it was not.
Well, it proved that I could, like, the Python one was working. It was a proof of concept.
Okay.
I know that these are the logical steps to get what I want. Now, where did I screw up the code in the JavaScript?
Wow.
Going line by line, trying to think running the code in my head, trying to figure out what it was.
I have taken some like introductory C++ classes, and there's a coding for engineers, which is like this like baby coding program that I've taken, and line by line, I mean, for my projects, which are, you know, I think the longest one I've ever done is like a page worth of code. Line by line sucks, and I can't imagine because how many pages? I mean, I'm sure it's a bajillion lines that you had to walk through.
There's like each section of it is like its own file. So like if you go to the build menu that lists all of your lists, that is its own file, and that one's not too long. Then you click on a list, and actually the different sections of that list are different in different files. So like the characters, the tactics, and the crisis cards, but different types of crisis cards. I had to do that to make the reorder work, so you can put your characters and tactics cards in a different order if you want.
Okay.
What order? So I had to put those in different. And then if you click the add button to add a character, that's in its own file.
Oh.
And now most of these aren't that long. Like, well, I could bring one up here. So I'm in the add cards file, and with spaces between sections, it is 537 lines of code.
That's a big no thanks for me.
That is one of the smaller ones.
Oh my word, 500 is small.
The dice calculator is 773.
Oh my. Okay. Wow.
It's one of the longer ones. The other section that's pretty long is if you go into a list and you hit the breakdown button and it tells you all the possible lists that you could play that are in faction without a leader, or unaffiliated.
Okay. Yeah.
It's one of the things I'm most proud of. Um, I didn't cop out like some others
Oh.
maybe did, where you pick a couple characters and then it tells you what all the other characters you could play with them are.
Drama.
It tells you every single possibility with filters. So if
Okay.
you want just ones that have Cyclops and Storm, it'll filter it down to that.
Right.
But by default, it can show you everything.
Ooh.
Um, it that's I say that because that's how I think assembly worked, assemble when it was a thing, and I was like, I can do better than that. And maybe some others do that too.
Assemble is yet another.
No, the predecessor, the one that I couldn't install
right.
on my phone.
That you
so
couldn't make
I
work.
made
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
own. Yeah. But the list breakdown. Let's see. I've got it right here. It is. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. 1,273 lines.
Ooh wee. That's a big one.
Now that is the biggest section. Then, if that one's over 1,000.
Wow wee. Okay.
And that's the behind the scenes code. Code you see is another 446
Gee whiz.
for just how that screen looks.
Oh. It's kind of like the.
It's like the HTML.
Oh yes.
What
Okay.
you actually see.
Yes. Okay. I see. I got you. I got you. I know some words.
Yeah. And then the background logic, that was the 1,200.
Okay. So, while you were tip tapping away, making these apps and these web pages, at some point you also got involved with your buddies to make this Crit Hit Wild podcast. Tell me about that. How'd that happen?
Well, I have a friend. His name's Jared, and I'm gonna tell Jared about this podcast. He'll probably listen.
Okay.
Jared loves to come to me with ideas that then he ends up not helping at with. So I mentioned back in the War Machine days, we had like this big multi-state tournament series.
Mm-hmm.
That was his idea. And you know who ran it? Me. I did all the work.
Ah, the ideas man. That's the job everybody's applying for.
He comes to me and he says we should record videos and put them on YouTube. I say, that's a great idea. I'm not doing all the work this time.
You fooled me once.
And so him and me and our friend Brandon all kind of worked together, and we started making some videos, some play videos, and put them on YouTube. Then we got the idea to do box openings. And that very, very quickly, like within a couple, turned into us just wanting to get on and do hot takes of the new character engagement.
Okay, that's fun.
Well, after we started doing that and we started calling it a podcast, we dropped doing videos because it's anyone who's tried to do that, it's a lot of work. To record those videos, and we didn't even edit them. We just put the whole thing up, and so we just stopped doing that, and we just do the podcast now. Jared is no longer on the podcast, of course. He abandoned us. But
Is he doing a different podcast, or just wasn't for him
Nope.
entirely?
Nope, we hardly ever see him. He's got kids, fairly young kids, and got promoted at work.
Oh,
Left the podcast. So he comes and plays with us every once in a while, but we don't see him as much as we wish we did.
Right.
But Brandon is still on,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still on. We had our friend Fred as a guest pretty early on. Well, right after Fred's the best guy. Like everybody loves Fred. So he joined the cast basically right after he was on the episode. And so it was the four of us, including Jared, for a while until Jared left. Well, when Jared first left, he said he was going to be gone for a couple weeks. And we had met this guy. His name's Steven. He had come down to our tournaments after listening to our podcast. And
Now,
go ahead.
are all of these fellas, they're all West Virginia based?
Everyone except Steven so far has.
Okay. Got it,
We
got it,
all
got it,
live
got
in
it.
the same area. We play Marvel Crisis Protocol together all the time.
Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, okay.
But Steven had come down to our tournaments several times. We got to know him. So we thought, while Jared's out, Steven could join the cast. And then when Jared comes back, we'll add Jared back in. And we told Steven this up front. He was fine with it. He thought it would be cool to be on the cast for a while. Well, Steven's still on the cast.
Sneaky devil.
Jared just never came back.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's the four of us: me, Fred, Steven, Brandon, and then lately we've started having some guests on. So,
Ooh, like who?
it started out people we know from our area. So we have a tournament series, kind of the grandchild of that original War Machine thing, but I'm not in charge. It's called the Appalachian Cup. It's a regional thing. It covers West Virginia, Western Pennsylvania, Ohio, and we've had some people from Kentucky show up.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've definitely seen people advertising the Appalachian Cup, and a few of my friends who live in that area have said that they've had a really fun time going to it.
Good. Yeah. You go to qualifiers, you get points. The top 16 people with points get invited to the finals.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's cool. Bryce from Pittsburgh has been running it. He's been doing a great job. But what was I? I got off on a tangent about the Appalachian Cup. Oh, people who had won the qualifiers
Right.
were coming on. We were inviting them on. And then I recently got the idea of like, let's just invite people we like on to hang out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now I'm getting more and more people. But we've had Bryce on, who's running the whole thing. I don't know if you know who Tom Minter is, but he's been on. He plays a lot with Conan from Ohio, who's done very well at some tournaments. He did used to play Hellfire and won a couple tournaments with them. And just various people from our general area that are willing to come on.
And where can people find Crit Hit Wild? Where it's like the best place to look it up?
We have a YouTube, but we're also on like all of the podcast apps. So I know Google Podcasts isn't a thing anymore, but Apple Podcasts, Spotify, basically anywhere you would normally have podcasts. We are hosted primarily through Spotify because they let us do it for free. And if you Google us, you should be able to find the RSS feed, if nothing else.
Right. Yeah. I recently figured out, like, when I posted my first episode of this podcast, that was one of the first things that people messaged me about. They were like, "Hey, where's the RSS feed?" And I had to Google what that was first of all.
Yeah, there's a lot of third-party podcast things, and some of them just use the RSS feeds, period. Some of them, once one person has added you RSS feed, everyone else can search for you inside the app and find you. So, like Fred, who's on the podcast, he uses some podcast app, and he added us to that, and now everyone can find us on it. I don't even know what app it is, but that's what he uses, and we're on there now.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I think some people have done something similar with mine. Um, boy, I a buddy of mine messaged me saying that they added mine to something, and so now it was very similar to what you were saying right just then. Uh, but
Uh-huh.
um, but boy, a lot of it just sounded like Portuguese to me. I couldn't.
Right.
I was like, "Are you happy with this result?" And he said yes, and I said, "Oh, great, that's great." That I'm glad that you that it worked out, and now that people can do the thing that you're saying that they can do, and that's great, wonderful. Okay, so this Crit Hit Wild, that this has been going on for quite a few. We were talking a little bit before the
Yeah.
podcast started. 180 something odd episodes, huh?
189
Woo-wee.
as of this week. Yeah.
Do y'all plan
That's
on doing something
years.
special for the 200th?
I'd like to think so, but 100 came and went without us even mentioning it. I think I mentioned it like 2 episodes later. So, hopefully, that's a couple weeks away. 11.
That's right. You did say that. This is a weekly
Yeah.
podcast. That's
We do
something.
weekly.
That's something else that I cannot relate to. Is the
We get together every week. We talk about the games we've played, some things like that. We usually have some sort of topic. A fan favorite is when I quiz Fred, who doesn't know anything about comics, about comics. And then we do a character every week. So we pick a character. If there are new characters, we do the new ones. And we go over their card. We talk about their strengths and weaknesses, and how good we think they are. Their tactics cards, and we give them a letter grade. And then I give some comic recommendations, and Fred ends every episode by recommending something that has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, that's fun. That's real fun. Oh man, that's real fun. Okay, I think that's the way we should end this podcast episode.
Okay.
So Brad, give us a recommendation of something cool that is not related to nothing of this
Okay.
what we were talking about.
The movie Atomic Blonde. Have you seen it?
Oh yes, it's so
Oh
fun.
yeah, it's so good. It's Charlize Theron action movie. Fall the Berlin Wall, spies, and there is a 10-minute and 30-second uncut. Well, I mean they hid the cuts, but continuous fight scene. That is maybe the best fight scene I've ever seen in cinema.
Huge words.
It's so good.
Huge words. Have you seen any Jackie Chan movie?
Well, yes.
Wow.
His
Okay.
his fight scenes are a little ridiculous. This felt real.
Okay. What? You say Jackie Chan didn't feel real?
Jackie Chan does not feel real. Very cool. Love the Drunken Master movies specifically,
Yeah.
but it's always a little ridiculous.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. There is always inherently some comedy to his fight
Yeah.
scenes.
This was brutal. The only thing that would have made it better is they take it out of the continuous shot like 30 seconds too soon. But there is almost no way they could have done that 30 seconds as a continuous shot. So I forgive them, but if they had just done a little bit more, it would have been amazing.
Okay. Great. All right, Brad. Well, I think we've made a podcast. How about you?
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining me here. I had a great time. For all those of you listening out there, make sure y'all go and check out the Cerebro app. Cerebro. Can you say the website? Say the website.
CerebroMCP.com, and there are links on the sidebar to the app stores if you go to the website.
Right, and it's very convenient to be able to uh, sit in your bed right before you go to bed and think of and cobble together different little teams, different and combinations of characters, and then the next day you go to the computer and then continue to cobble together that same. That's very nice. Okay, so cerebromcp.com, and then also you guys make sure you look up Quit Hit Wild on all of the different places where you can get podcasts. I'll make sure that I get the links of both of those from you, and I'll put them in the descriptions. And yeah, all right, everybody, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in about a half a month for the next episode. And then, Brad, thanks again for joining.
Oh, yeah, I had a great time. Thanks for having me.
Okay, all right, bye bye, everyone.